they've got some good people up front. He took a lot of hits. The combination of things leads you to believe that it was best to get him out of there when you did.
That's why we made the decision, and we had dialogue with him, and he was not comfortable at the time. He'd had enough hits, and again hasn't played, in the games enough right now to be in great game shape. We knew coming into the ball game that he may not be able to hold up from a stamina standpoint for 75 or 80 snaps. So we had a plan to try to work Rob Henry in there some and utilize him some to take some of the reps away from Robert Marv. And then, Turbush, he is part of the equation as well. But we got Robert Marv out of the ball game at the point in time where he had been hit enough and had done about all he could do.
Hey, Danny, it looked from upstairs like they were really dominating the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. Was that your take on it as well? And any surprise at all how much Penn State controlled it up front?
I knew going into the ball game that probably the strength of their football team was what they had across the line of scrimmage. And I don't know. We'll look at the film to see where the line of dominance is at. I'm not disputing that, but I still want to look at the film first because I thought that our defensive front came out and played hard early in the ball game. I knew that our offensive line would have some struggles. They have 3 or 4 outstanding defensive linemen, some great personnel in their front seven. We knew coming into the ball game that their defensive front seven was one of the best defensive front sevens we'd go against all season long. We got some guys back. Kawan Short was able to come back and play the bulk of the ball game, even though he didn't practice any this week. I appreciated him coming out and showing the courage to come out, and play on a turned ankle. And then we got a little bit more out of Ryan Russell than what we have in the last 3 or 4 weeks. But we've been banged up across the front defensively, and that has negated how effective we can be at times. But we knew coming into the ball game that Penn State was exceptional across the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. That part I'm not surprised about. I thought we would hold up a little bit better.
Just to follow up on the offensive line, is it preventing you from doing what you want to do offensively right now? Well,
the quarterback was hit, and he was pressured some. And so obviously if you can't protect the quarterback, to some degree of excellence, then you can struggle in the passing game. And again, I think Robert Marv showed a lot of courage, but we did not protect the quarterback near as well as we needed to today, and it made it much tougher on Robert. In spite of that, I've been in many games before where we played against dominant defensive fronts and we struggled to protect the quarterback, but we're still able to pitch and catch and move the football and make plays and win in spite of all that. If we had not changed a single block today but had caught the football, then we would have moved the sticks and had a much better chance to compete and stay in the ball game. So, yes, we need to protect the quarterback a lot better, but when we get our chances to get open and catch the football, we have to cash in and make that happen. So the protection wasn't what it needed to be, and the sure-handedness of our receivers let us down today.
Are you running out of fiery speeches or tricks in the coaching bag to get this thing straightened out right now?
I don't think it's fiery speeches or tricks in the coaching bag. The players have to execute. We had a good game plan. And, again, I was very pleased with the way that our team responded as far as pulling themselves together this week, and leaders stepped up and they dedicated themselves to the season and practiced really hard, and we had a fantastic week of preparation. And we came in the ball game today believing that we were going to win. And I believe if we could have played a little bit better on the line of scrimmage and caught the passes that were thrown to us, that we would have been in position to compete. And if you're in position to compete, then you're in position to win. But we didn't catch the football very well today, and we kept putting their offense out on the field. And over a period of time, they wore our defense down. But it's not about fiery speeches or coaching tricks. We have to go out there and coach better and play better and execute better. It's not about speeches or tricks right now. It's about execution.